Morning folks, this is VFR Mitch and welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be looking at the application of ACF50 anti-corrosion formula without the use of a compressor. Now to get started I'm going to cover over the sensitive areas of the bike where I don't want this stuff to touch, i.e. the rider and pillion foot pegs. I'm also going to put a protective cover over the tyres and the brake discs, because we don't want this stuff getting on there. It is safe to use on all other areas of the bike. Ideally I wouldn't put it on the saddle or on the windscreen or on the handlebar grips or the mirrors. But everywhere else, plastics, metals, it's fine to do so. Now this stuff is best sprayed on under pressure. A compressor is best, but I don't have a compressor available, so I'm using a pressurized salon spray bottle which I bought online. Now you can buy ACF50 in an aerosol can, which I can never get to work. It comes out too thick and just comes out as a jet rather than a fine mist. You can also buy ACF50 in a larger capacity bottle which comes with a smaller spray gun. That spray gun is half decent but still doesn't work right. Now it's best to heat this stuff up to get it to flow and be able to atomize it. Out of a compressor might work fine, but out of a pump bottle, no, this stuff needs warming up. Now what I'm going to do when I've sprayed it on all the areas I want, just follow around with a microfiber. I then use a cotton bud to go into all the bolt heads just to double check they've got a coating on there. Now as I say, you can spray quite a lot of your bike over this and it just wipes off and it provides a protective film. I don't want it everywhere because I'll just clean my bike. I just want it on the areas of my bike which need protecting, which are then metal surfaces. So all the little bolt heads I'm going round with a cotton bud dipped in this stuff. I'll then follow it round with a microfiber cloth, just wiping off any excess as we go along. This stuff ideally I would put on twice a year. It is supposed to stop any existing corrosion dead in its tracks and provide a barrier against any future corrosion. So a couple of times a year applied to a clean bike, your bike should last a while. Now I'm just following it round again with a second coat because I didn't actually get this stuff warm enough the first time round and it didn't atomise properly. The second time round I actually used extremely hot water out of a kettle, not quite boiling, to warm this stuff up. Obviously if you buy the aerosol can, you can't warm that up to that extent, it'll just explode. So the aerosol, give it a miss, do yourself a favour, spray it on with another method. An atomising bottle is great, a compressor and spray gun is ideal, but I don't have one of those and I don't have the space to use one. Now once it's on, I can start the bike up. The areas of the bike which get hot, such as the exhaust, will start to smoke nicely. This stuff actually smells gorgeous when it's warmed up. Also when you're spraying it on, try not to ingest or breathe any of the spray and it's not going to do you any good. I held my breath when the spray was coming my way, but most of the time the wind was blowing it in the opposite direction, so no danger inhaling it. I'm just going to take the protective bags off the bike. Now it is starting to rain a little bit, and what I normally would do here if the bike was being left outside would be just to run the cloth which I've been using to mop up any excess. I'd also run it over the spokes on my wheels, the wheel rims themselves, the forks all the way down, obviously not the braking areas. I'd also just double check and run round any bolts which were underneath the protective bags I had on and just make sure you don't miss any bolt heads. This stuff is quite expensive, it's around about £30 for, I think it comes in a quart, which is about 900ml, I might be wrong. The aerosol is about £15, but I'd give the aerosol a miss. Once this stuff has had a bit of time to dry, well, it doesn't dry, it actually creeps in I applied this on a warm bike. My bike wasn't stone cold and my bike was also dry. If you've got a wet bike, I'd make sure it's dry first before you apply it. Thanks for watching, stay safe, and if you feel like subscribing, please do so. Thank you.